Yeah. So it was started by Daisy and Margaret Rooks in DC. And Margaret was involved in Riot Girl and Daisy wasn't. And so it was a little bit of the Riot Girl politics and a lot of feminism brought into the straight edge hardcore scene. At that point in what would have been 92 and 93, shows were still very much a girls at the back, hold my coat. If you don't like it, get out of the pit. And there were about 12 of us, maybe 8. I'd have to, Daisy and Margaret, Seba Priya, Moon, Kim, me, Hazel, Marsha, and some girl from Canada, Mel. There were 9 of us in the original. Originally it was just Margaret, Daisy, Kim, and Moon, and Seba Priya. So they went from those 5 to us 9. And we basically said, you can take your idea that if you don't like the pit, you can get out and you can shove it up your ass because you don't own this pit and we're going to change this pit. If you don't like having to give us space and it being less violent, you can get out the pit. Fuck you. And there were so many guys that backed us up that then there were 40 guys in Chicks Up Front. And we would go up front at shows and they would all kind of stand around us, and anyone who was doing spin kicks, they'd basically step in as well. But Moon was never afraid to punch someone. A lot of us were.
And I'm assuming you guys, maybe not all the time, but there was support from the bands?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we would normally go up front and stand right underneath the singer, which made us very, present.
Right.
And if somebody had purposefully come and jumped on our heads, they would have had to push past the singer in order to be able to do that, and it would have looked really fucking weird. But for the most part, there were very, very few arguments that, maybe it would be different. And I've never really thought about it. Maybe it would be different if the internet had existed then. But because it didn't, they would have had to have been vocal to our faces.